Well, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, September 11th. Boy, do you notice how fast I said it today? Oh, a little bit of confusion yesterday, but not today. But we have some birthdays today. Today is Ginny, Ginny, Jenny Proctor's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Karen Bouvet, B-U-V-E-E. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Karen. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Lori McCauley. Lori. I think it's Lori, L-A-U-R-Y. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lori. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Marcia Majors. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marcia. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all four of you have a great, great birthday today. What's going on today? Actually, I went to Red Robin, yum, for lunch. Aaron's dad, Christy's father-in-law, Lenny, gave me a $30 gift card for Red Robin. And for my birthday, they used to give you free burgers, but now they give you a free shake. So I got a free chocolate shake, and then I got a California chicken wrap, and then a glass of water. And I only ate maybe a quarter of the chicken wrap. I really wasn't that hungry. I thought I was going to be hungrier, but I really wasn't. The chocolate malt kind of filled me up, to be honest with you. And then we went to get Jim some shoes. He's worse than a woman. He's worse than a woman. We had the nicest sales clerk that was following Jim around. I just sat in a chair and played games on my phone because I knew it was going to be a long experience. And it was. He tried on, I would say, I don't know, 6 or 7 pairs of shoes easily. And so then he finally decided on the shoes he wanted, and I went up and I was paying for them, and just as I was swiping my card, I heard my name screamed from the back of the store, Sandra. And I looked and I go, what? And so the girl behind the counter, because it was buy one get the second shoe half off, but she'd already completed the transaction, which I know I could have just waited out the transaction and then bought another pair of shoes, re-ring it or whatever. So we went over there, and he found the shoe that he liked, which was a nice shoe, but it didn't come in wide. Jim needs a wide because he's got bunion. So I said, that's not going to work. So we ended up getting the shoes that he liked. So we got those. And then I went across the street and was talking with my neighbor because I feel like such a bad neighbor. They came over on Monday during the day and left me a big bag, a birthday present, on the front door, about birthday present. And Jim was closing, locking everything up last night at midnight, and he happened to see something out on the porch, and he looked in the air, here's this big old birthday bag for me. It was like, I got it 2 days later. I think they're probably thinking, what kind of neighbor is that? Doesn't even come over and thank me for the gift. But she got me a 25-pound bag of bird food, or bird seed, and 2 packs of bird suet that I put in my little suet holder, and a pumpkin candle that smells really nice. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin spice in that, but I like this. I like the smell of it. I just don't like the taste of it, but it's a really nice smelling candle. So I didn't want to say anything at midnight last night because I'm sure that because they work, so I'm figuring that for sure that they'd be in bed by then. So when we got home, I noticed that Marv, that's the husband, was outside, and he was doing something with his Ring cameras. So I went over to thank him, and Sabrina wasn't home from work yet. That's his wife. And I said, well, I'll have to keep an eye out for when she comes home because that was so nice of you guys. I said, I feel like such a crappy neighbor that it took me 3 days to thank you for it. And he said, no problem. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be wondering why I leave a gift for somebody and then they don't acknowledge it. That's kind of sad because I always send out thank you cards and stuff for people that send me gifts and stuff. So it's just, or to thank them in person or whatever. It's just a courteous thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. But so that was just as well because I was running out of. I don't have any bird seed left. I have to go. I have enough suet, but I didn't have enough bird seed, so I can go fill out my bird feeder that Edie actually sent me. How I know it needs bird food is because it's a solar thing, and at night when there's not enough food in the container, it lights up. We'll leave the light on. There's no food, but we'll leave the light on for you. There's actually a little bit of food, but if I fill it all the way up, there's no light from the because there's no way to see it because of the seed taking up all the room. But I did finish my book last night. It was really good. I did decide that I like all of the series. I did like the Joanna Brady. I am liking the Allie Reynolds. I am liking the Allie Reynolds series. But, and I did forget to tell you that the one I read yesterday, Improbable Cause, was written in 1988. So it's just kind of different, like when they're talking about things, it's go, oh yeah, that was way in the olden days when they used to do that, when he talks about different things. But I am planning on sitting out here today and starting on this book that I showed you the other day that I was going to start reading. So I'm going to read that tonight, or today, this afternoon. And I think I told you the year this one was made. This one was 2008. Yeah, I think I did mention that. So, another beautiful day. It's supposed to be nice all week. We're not supposed to get rain until Saturday. Saturday I'm going to my nephew, which is Bertie's grandson's wedding shower. So Bertie's going to pick me up. And I'll either come home with Bertie, but if she stays longer because that's her grandson, like maybe help him clean up and stuff like that, then I'll come home with Samantha. But if not, I'll come home with Bertie. And then Jim has a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, so we're going to go to that. I told him he can't leave that one because he needs refills on all of his prescriptions. So he's going to have to tough it out. Bring a book or something, because Jim doesn't read. I said, but bring your phone in where you can look at your YouTube videos, because he does like to look at YouTube videos. So, and then when I was talking with my neighbor, he's political like I am. I don't get... Every once in a while, I do kind of slip and get a little political on my channel. I don't like to do that, but I like having a hearty discussion with people, and but we share the same views, so it's still it's an agreement discussion then. But my neighbor 2 doors down, we don't discuss at all because he's just different. He's just I like a good hearty debate with people so I can see both points of view. He's only got his point of view, and that's the only one, and that's the right one, and blah, 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 and all that. So I don't like to engage in discussion with those type of people. I like engaging in discussion with people that might have a different point of view than me, that we can share. Kind of like, I never think that in a debate that there's really a winner, other than the one that stated their facts a little bit better than the other person. But I really kind of believe that if you're believing what you believe, that you can kind of bend a little bit on what you believe and stuff like that, but it's just, only thing political I'll tell you right now is some things that Robert Kennedy is doing, like with the additives in the food and things like that. I completely agree with them. I completely, 100% agree with them. There's too much crap in our foods, and it should say something that, like everybody's upset that people around the world don't take our food. Well, they don't take our food because we got so much crap in it. That's why. But like getting rid of the scientists and the doctors, I'm not for that. I just like, if I need something done for my plumbing, I'm not going to hire a carpenter to do it, type of thing. I'm going to hire a plumber. So if I need to have surgery, I'm not going to go to an electrician. I'm going to go to a surgeon, type of thing. So that's the only thing I kind of have a problem with him. And I just think he's a wackadoodle. I just do. I just think he's a wackadoodle. But everybody has their opinions. Everybody's put on earth for a reason. I really believe that. I truly, truly believe that everybody's put on earth for a reason. And we just have to figure out what our reasons are. So, Jim's in the basement in his workroom, working away, doing something. I don't know what. And then he's all happy because his Tigers set a record, because they're the first and only team that's ever scored more than 10 runs against the Yankees back-to-back in the whole history of the Yankees. So he's all on cloud nine. There you go, Edie. Baseball fact coming from this girl. So, and then my shirt today is, I'm not hot. It just comes in flashes. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it. I watch my Big Brother tonight. I'm hoping, I think who's on the block, I'm not going to be spoiling anything because by this point you should be caught up. Keanu, Ashley, who else is on there? Keanu, Ashley, Morgan was, and Will are up on the block. I think that if Keanu comes down, Ashley will go home. If it's between anybody and Keanu's going home. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's either going to be Keanu or Ashley, in my opinion, for tonight. Will is just such a nice guy. Everybody likes him, so I can see him going far in the game. He's just kind of, I think he's funny. He's like an old person, and I think that's why, he's 50 something. I think he's 52. But it's hard playing a game in your 50s, that type of game with people that are in their 20s and 30s, because their priorities are so much different. Every stage of your life, your priorities really switch and change. And like mine now in my 70s is like, whatever. Of course, my whole life has been whatever, I guess. But it's just, I've always said the opinion that you either like me or you don't like me. And if you don't like me, there's other people you can like. I don't need you in my life if you don't like me. So, I don't know. I've always been that way in my life. I've never really been overly concerned about having people like me, because I have enough people that do. So, and there's a lot of people, there's people I don't like either. It's just human nature. It's just the way it goes. But what can you do? What can you say? Where can you go? So I'm going to just sit back here and relax. And I felt bad. There is a farm that's by all of my property around here was mostly a farmland, and there's still a working farm not that far from me. And we were driving by, his tractor was on fire, and it was like a huge fire. It was really big, but the fire department and that were coming as we were leaving to go past it. But I thought, hopefully I'm sure he's got insurance on it. But I don't even know what made me think of that. Maybe because it's such a beautiful day. Some of the leaves are not on my trees, but some of the trees around me are already starting to change. This one a little bit right in there. You can see a little bit. Not ready for it. Just not ready. But, okay. That's it. So, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's try to see each other again tomorrow.